Hello all you sports fans out there, it's Russ here from Porky's Corner. This is our first video, Porky's Corner Extra. It's going to be a channel about football and other topics, not just boxing. We do Porky's Corner unboxing, so feel free to subscribe and share this video amongst all your pals. If you want to know our social media handles, we're on Facebook, we're on TikTok, that's Porky's Corner Extra, and we're on Twitter. So I don't run them though. There's Instagram one as well, but I don't run them. Other people run them, but feel free to subscribe to them. Today we are joined by a former professional footballer and coach from South Yorkshire, Glynn Snodin. Glynn, how are you doing? Nice to see you.
All right, Porky, how's yourself?
I'm alright. I first met you when I was in junior school and I lived on Hillside Drive opposite Kevin. And obviously you started off at Doncaster Rovers, didn't you, in the 70s?
Yeah, we were at Ellington White Stars actually.
You were White Star, I played for them when I was a kid, yeah.
We played there as kids, both myself and Ian in later stages.
In White Stars
well.
and
yeah,
that.
White Stars.
When they had a proper team and that, didn't they?
Oh, brilliant, absolutely brilliant they were. And a gentleman called Roy Cork, Frank Oliver,
yeah.
You know, two great men, and unfortunately Roy got killed, bless him.
He got stabbed, didn't he, in the village where I'm from.
Trying to sort something out.
On Windermere Crescent, I remember it. Now, I remember the testimonial, it was packed, wasn't it? You played left back, didn't you? Dave, Kevin's brother, scored a penalty, did you remember?
Yeah, he did.
Killed it in the corner.
Absolutely, yeah. And rightly so for Roy, you know what I mean? What a gentleman he was.
Yeah. I remember Billy Bremner on touchline in camel hair coat, and they were arguing who was going to take penalty, because I'm not sure if Kevin O'Neill wanted to take it. And he was shouting, "Al! Al! You take the penalty!" And obviously David took it, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Put it in corner. Remember at bottom, at Yorkshire on pitch?
Yeah.
But yeah, Roy Corky was a scout on it for
yeah, he was scouting for Rovers as well with my dad, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, had some great people there, Billy, to be fair.
When football was football, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. It's what, when you're a kid, you're growing up in 70s, 60s, 70s, that's all you want. It wasn't on TV as much then, all you got was Saturday and that was it, so you didn't see much of it. So you're out on streets, out on fields, kicking a ball, playing away, and hopefully one day you think, you know, I want to be, you know, where the big men are and playing on them big pitches.
You'd say to yourself, I hope I get on grandstand and have an interview with Frank Boff.
Frank Boff,
he was a boy, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was as well.
He didn't mess about, did he?
Oh, bless him, I know, yeah, what come out, yeah.
It just shows you about some people, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't know, do you? You think everybody's all right, but you know it could be next door to you. You never know, do you?
Frank was putting it about, wasn't he? So you went from White Stars. Obviously, you're a Friday kid, but from Rotherham, aren't you?
Yeah.
And you went to White Stars. You and your Ian. You went to Rovers in 70s. Your Ian were a bit later.
Yeah, well, I was 76. He would have been 79.
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah, because it's 3 years.
Because him and Dave were born on the same day, aren't they? August.
Yeah,
same birthday.
Same birthday.
So they started as apprenticeships at the same time, weren't they?
Together, and like I said, they were at White Stars together, so they became
good pals,
big buddies, best mates. Yeah.
Yeah. And who were at Rovers when you were there, Glenn? In the 70s. Who was manager?
Manager then, when I first went, was Dan Anderson.
Yeah.
He used to play at Middlesbrough. And the team then, you had like Dennis Peacock were there in goal. You had Stan Brooks, again a great man. Steve Hughes, Ian Miller, Brendan O'Callaghan and Peter Kitchen. Yeah. The three strikers that everybody spoke about. Joe Laidlaw, you know, Sam Turner. Yeah, there were some good players. Yeah. You know what I mean? And great characters as well at that time, you know what I mean?
Do you know in them days, Glynn, right, and I know this doesn't happen because I have done a little bit of research, but in them days, when you went in the morning for training, you had to be in for 10, didn't you?
Oh, earlier than that.
Yeah,
we were in at 9.
Yeah, and you had be cleaning boots and mopping up and all that. Why did all that go on? Why?
It was just part of building you up and bringing you up and making sure that, you know, you did everything as well as wanting to be a footballer, you did other things as well. You know what I mean? And that was the norm then. Yeah. That, you know, we didn't know any different. So every time you come in, you were cleaning your pros boots, whoever you got. Yeah. You were cleaning toilets, you were cleaning floors, and you didn't bother because, like I say, you were still going to be playing football. Yeah. So it didn't bother us.
Yeah. It's crazy, isn't it? Who were big characters in dressing room though then?
honestly, they're probably all of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They all had their own character, and it was like everybody had something to say. It wasn't just like one or two, where you get one or two leaders.
Yeah.
They're all at it, you know what I mean? And, you know, they'd all back each other up as well, by the way, at the same time.
Yeah.
So as much as they give it, they were there behind you, and it was like a family, big family.
Yeah, yeah. And obviously, my Uncle Dave used to take me to Rovers games from being 10 up to about 13, 14. I always felt when I used to go with him that it were like really dusty and going up the steps and that. He always didn't know if it were going to collapse.
It was there at Melville, wasn't it?
It was bad.
But what a great place to play in as well. I mean, the pitch was big.
Yeah.
One of the biggest.
It were 108 yards or something. It was a big pitch, wasn't it?
Yeah, very big. But nice to play on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like I said, the stadium, well, it wasn't like the best, but to us it didn't matter, because for us it was the best.
Yeah.
We come from school at Thrive, in a council estate, and all of a sudden now you're playing on Bellevue in a league game.
Do you remember your debut, Glynn?
Yeah, it was against Bradford City. Away I came on as sub, I think it was. And then, like I said, it just took off from there when I think I was 17.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, just wanted more and more, and got more involved with it. And then I kicked on and was in a regular then. Especially when the gaffer came.
Yeah. What year did Billy Bremner arrive at Rovers?
Probably, I think it had been there just over a year and a half, and then the gaffer came. Well, still call
You still call him the gaffer, don't you?
The gaffer, because he was like a second dad to us as well. What he taught us, what he learns about not only football but life, what to do on the field, you know, all the little tricks and trays. He was great, absolutely fantastic.
Could he play?
Anything. Could he play? Yeah, I could play with his eyes closed. Honestly, he was that good.
Kevin never shuts up about Bremner.
He was brilliant. Yeah, absolutely brilliant.
When he's spraying it all over the park and that.
Oh, everywhere. And also you have a circle down, we call them rondos, where that's where the megs, he used to get nutmegs at that every day. And he'd get about 10 or 12 on every player that went in the middle. Yeah, he was brilliant. He'd be looking one way and put it through your leg the other way. Oh, fantastic.
David Batty tells, he's a good friend of yours.
Yeah.
David Batty, he tells a good story about Bremner. In car park at Ellen Road, they were having a knockabout and Bremner got out in his car and he'd been out all at night, cavalier coat on, slip-on shoes, you know, barras.
Yeah.
Give me that ball, son. And he ran rings round that lot, you know, Batty and speed.
Yeah, the speed as well,
The late Gary Speed.
Yeah, bless him, God bless him.
Yeah. But he said the things that Bremner, because he's all left peg, wasn't he?
Gaffer was right.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I must have it wrong then.
Yeah.
I must have it wrong. But great player though, wasn't he?
Top draw. Absolutely top draw. He had everything. And I mean everything. I mean, what, 5'5"?
But no, on him, mother.
No, out of a lion. You know what I mean? He could play, he could pass, he could tackle. You know, he could do everything.
I'm trying to think of that video that Kevin was showing me the other day. And he's all left peg him and it were Leeds. Trying to think. Eddie Gray. It's like it stuck to his foot.
Legend.
Is that how he used to play? Because the ball didn't used to leave his foot. Did he only have one left peg?
Oh, he could use it. But it didn't matter with what he got with his left anyway. But what a team there was.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What would he be worth now, Eddie Gray?
Oh, fortunes. Absolutely fortunes. All that Leeds team in that era, they would, because they were probably all internationals, I bet. So yeah. Because that's when I sort of supported him in '72 when they beat Arsenal. Yeah. The cup when Sniffer Clarkey got the goal with the header.
You've got his shirt, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got one of the shirts with him signed and pictured in there.
From that game?
It's not the shirt from the game, it was like a replica. We did an advert for ITV. Yeah. And then what happened, I had to wear the shirt and then talk about that game. Yeah. And I just said, can I have the shirt? And they went, yeah, push can. And then Alan came to the game on Saturday doing the lounges. And asked him to sign it. So I got him to sign it, and he said, don't sell that until I die, it'll be worth a fortune. I said, I'm not even selling it when you die. I said, so it'll be on my wall forever.
You never sell it with him,
Oh, no.
Not like Steve Hodge trying to sell Maradonas.
I know, but it's different. No, when you get offered...
$500,000.
Well, more than that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it ended. I don't think it started at $500,000, didn't it? The bidding, didn't it?
Yeah, he ended up getting...
Is that his pension?
No, that wasn't even signed.
No,
just a shirt from that day, but...
So Steve Hodge ended up with more money for that shirt than he made out of football.
Probably hasn't, but he's not one of them that brags about it as well. No. You know what I mean? He don't want to buy anybody everything and all like that, thinking I'm Billy Big Time now with all this money. He's not like that. It's not changed in one bit.
Now, the funny thing is, when Odgie got that top, he wouldn't have known that what was going to happen years later, would he?
No, you wouldn't know. I know he's like done the hand of God sort of thing, but you still wouldn't think that was going to happen all them years ago, would you?
Yeah.
Hindsight's a wonderful thing, isn't it, at times?
Yeah. Yeah, it is, Crazy, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, when Bremner arrived at the Rovers, obviously you all knew his reputation and that, didn't they? Were you all nervous and that? Was it a big entrance and all that the first time you met him?
It's like saying we're 5'5", but when he walked into that change room, well,
he was like a giant.
6'6".
Yeah.
As you thought, especially for me.
Yeah.
In Leeds as well.
You're like, it's Billy Bremner. Yeah. Little Billy.
Yeah.
Because that's what Jack Carlton used to, Jack Charlton called him, Little Billy, didn't
They
it?
were big buddies as well.
What, him, Charlton and Billy?
Yeah. They were him, and with Clark as well, Alan Clark. He were big buddies with him as well, so, you know, they had a like threesome sort of thing there, them three, so they were, they loved each other.
Did they?
Yeah, and did everything for each other. But again, he brought a lot of stuff from Leeds United in them days over to us in Doncaster Rovers.
Obviously what he learnt off Don Reevy.
Yeah, so he brought some of them ideas and what he wanted to do and into Doncaster Rovers.
Was he more of a Keegan manager, you know, a motivator?
Yes.
Or were he more of a technical coach? Which would you say you were?
A Keegan, a motivator.
Yeah.
I mean, you wanted to learn off him, and like I say, all the tricks of the trades, that you know, off the ball and things like that. But not so much coaching and having phases of play and doing things like 11v11s. It was more playing one touch, two touch. You know, like.
Yeah. Obviously, I followed Rovers as a young man when you all played. Were there a couple of demotions, not promotions? What were they? Did they go down the league? We were fourth, weren't they, at one point?
Yes. We ended up 1 year going down. Went from third to fourth, then or four division 1, 2, 3, 4. Then wasn't it?
Yeah, 1 to 4.
I think we went from 3 to 4. Yeah.
But they had some success at FA Cup, didn't you? In the mid-80s or late 80s.
Yeah. Well, in 80s.
You played Queen's Park Rangers at Bellevue.
Yeah.
And they were big favourites to beat Rovers. And who scored?
Yes, Mr. David Hall.
David Hall banged one in, didn't he? Just hit it on turn normally and they got into the stands, wasn't it? Dave, I'm sorry about that. Don't backhand for when you see him. You know, when I was a kid, I used to go over because we were all into the sport, weren't we? I'd go and have a game of pool over at their house. He used to come behind me and used to get me in an headlock, you know, and you're like, ah! And he used to say, "You tell your dad I've done this, fix him over here." I'd be like, ah.
But I tell you what, a great family they are, aren't they, Harleys?
Listen, you know when Wimbledon were on, they'd have beam across drive onto Brian's wall next door. They'd be there with tennis bats. They had a pool table and pool balls. When Crucible were on, they'd come over and say, "Bet your snooker balls over."
You did though then, didn't you? Cricket. Oh, you played cricket.
We did everything. Cricket, you know what I say to my kids now, they don't know they've got it made.
I know.
Because they don't want to do it.
Yeah.
And they're on iPads all the time. I said, "Get out."
Yeah, the world's changed, hasn't it? Yeah, from
when we were kids and that, it's crazy. But he dined out on that for a while, Dave, didn't he?
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you a funny story about this. The next day at the Tombola, Daily Mirror there, Alf there with pint, you remember, and Dave like that outside Tombola. I thought that were right funny, that actually. But yeah, he went Talking Village that weekend. But
rightly so, done. You know what I mean? It's a big game, like I said.
And they played Everton in the next round, didn't they?
Did, yeah.
And you got beat 2-0.
Got beat 2-0. Yeah, but we played well.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a great following. Yeah, and we did ourselves justice. Yeah.
And obviously, from Rovers, you went on to
Sheffield Wednesday.
And who signed you there?
Howard Wilkinson.
Sergeant Bilko.
Sergeant, yeah.
No, Sergeant Wilco.
Sergeant Wilco, it was, yeah.
Right, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions about the training regime. Is it true that Howard Wilkinson, Sergeant Wilco, all he did was have you run and run and run?
Oh, he made us fit, yeah.
Were you very fit?
Definitely, yeah. We could last 90 minutes plus.
Cross-country running non-stop?
Yeah, it was. That was on a Monday, so we'd play Saturday. Some lads that didn't play had just Sundays running, that had been on a Sunday, and then on Monday, we'd have a good run if we didn't want playing on Tuesday. Yeah. And it was like say up and down lakes. It wasn't all flat. You know what it's like in Sheffield. But he made us make sure that we were fit. Yeah, and we were.
And who was in that team? And what year was that?
That were 85. I went there. Yeah.
And who were in the
85.
team then?
There'd have been like, what were they then? Mickey Lyons, Martin Hodge were there then, in goal. Mickey Lyons, Mark Smith, Pete Shirtliff, Lottie Madden, Mel Sterland.
Mel Sterling.
Yeah.
Mel
Gary
Sterling.
Shelton, Gary Mason, Chappie, Varady.
Lee Chapman.
Yeah. Imre Varady.
Henry Varane. He was a good player, wasn't he?
Yeah. Carl Shutt, Brian Marwood.
Carl Shutt, did he play then?
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember he played for Leeds in Carl Shutt, didn't he?
Yeah,
Played
he
in the
went to
European
Leeds as
Cup,
well,
do you remember?
Yeah. Yeah, I went there as well because I was going there, yeah.
Getting a bit nostalgic now, Glenn.
Ah, on it.
Right, the good old days when you could tackle from behind and you all had Patrick boots on.
Yeah, you could tackle then, couldn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, football, well, like I say, football, and it was completely different. No VAR, all like that, and referees had to referee. So, yeah, what we did in Ardie, we loved it. We loved the game, and I won't change it.